First and foremost, those were the first two rappers I ever saw in a studio that just said no pen, no paper. But not other rappers were in there doing punching in, writing on the fly. But them dudes would be like no pen, no paper, and they'd be like, all right, I'm ready. And they spit the whole verse. And you like, bro, where's this verse coming from? Like, did you write it? Did you memorize it? Or did you write it at home? Like, but I don't know. They just had a technique where they could just develop the rhyme in the mind, memorize it, and flow it on the fly. In the case of Biggie, when we did The World Is Filled, it was drinking, smoking, partying, talking. There was all kind of stuff going on in the room. And he still put that classic rhyme together with all that distractions and all that people asking him stuff and talking. He went in there and he said he was going to do it in one take. And he messed up the first time. And the second time he rapped it all the way through. When he messed up on he's like, when the rim is in the system, ain't no telling. Well, he messed up right at the beginning. He said, now take me back. He said, watch this, one take. I was impressed. And Jay the same way. Jay get in there. I've never seen a pen or a paper in the studio. Just get in there and spit it, man. So I was coming from where I came from, I'm gonna sit down there and write it down. It was a lot of work, man. When you gotta trade bars with them kind of dudes, it's a lot of work.
Big time, man. You know what's so crazy with the World Is Filled record? My man D Dot, shout out to D Dot Angeletti. He was telling me that when he first played the beat for Big wasn't even into the song, and Big didn't really want to do it until he heard Carl Thomas.
Exactly.
With that magical sprinkling that he does.
Exactly.
Carl Thomas is dope, bro. He killed that thing.
I mean, honestly, man, you just want to be honest. You can say anything we said and did, but that hook made it a hit.
It made it a hit, bro. That stuff is in my head right now.
Yeah, that's one of the,
Carl had that
the
touch
best.
right there. He really had that touch on how to get to you and make the song soulful.
Nah, Carl Thomas was amazing, man, and he still is to this day. You and Jay, y'all did multiple records, man. It seemed like y'all have such a great camaraderie. Obviously, years later, he jumped on and he put his sprinkling on your record on the Lord of Wisdom during the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, Big and Jay had that, they was real New Yorkers, but then they still had that ability to open up and listen to the UGK and Too Short and Scarface and, music that wasn't from New York. A lot of New Yorkers didn't want to get out them 5 boroughs, man. They just didn't want to do it on the listening. They like, I don't want to hear it. If it ain't New York, I don't want to hear it. Them dudes told me from day one, they said we always respected what y'all was saying in the music and stuff. So, to be friends with Jay early in his career and to continue that, like when he slid on Blow the Whistle, that literally broke the record on the East Coast. And the record had been out for a few years before he did that. So, I love them brothers for doing that, man. And Big and Eric Sermon, that got me. I couldn't get a spin in NYC, and them boys just opened the door for me. Next thing you know, I'm at the Apollo, and the crowd is screaming for me. You fucking with Eric Sermon,